All right, one more leadership talk for you. I feel like we can all learn from these last three, and today's no different. Steve Jobs drawing inspiration from diverse experiences. I have this Google Doc for you that I outlined. I'm going to read a lot of this one for you. I think this one's powerful. It's my favorite one. Steve is crazy and weird and angry as he was. I've learned a lot from reading and listening and watching a lot of his stuff. So, Steve Jobs had an exceptional ability to extract valuable lessons from various facets of life, integrating them into his work at Apple. Here are four notable instances. This is what I want you to do. I want you to start thinking as you see things happen around you, as you experience them in different parts of your world. I want you to think, what can I learn from this? How can I bring this to real estate? Pay attention, because I think that's what great leaders do. They pay attention to the things that are happening around them. And they say, well, how can I apply that to my business? How can I learn from that for my business? Number one, recruiting talent. This was inspired by J. Robert Oppenheimer. At Pixar, Jobs assembled a team of top-tier professionals. Upon returning to Apple, he aimed to replicate this approach, drawing inspiration from J. Robert Oppenheimer's recruitment strategies from the Manhattan Project. Jobs admired the caliber of individuals Oppenheimer attracted and aspired to do the same at Apple. If you know about the Oppenheimer Project, the best of the best were there. There were no B players. It was all A plus players. And they expected A plus work from each of them. It just made everyone better. That one I got from the biography, I think it was Walter Isaacson who did that one. Steve Jobs. By the way, that's one of my favorite books. That was amazing. Number two, commitment to craftsmanship learned from his father. Jobs' father instilled in him a deep appreciation for meticulous design. He emphasized that even the unseen parts of a project should be crafted with care, teaching Jobs that true quality involves attention to every detail. This philosophy influenced Jobs' insistence on excellence throughout Apple's product designs. And if you know anything about the Apple products, even the inside of an Apple machine, which you will probably never see, is beautiful. And that's awesome to me, right? It says, got it. Even the things that people aren't looking at, still working on these things and making them great, not just because people are going to see them, but it's just for me, for knowing that I did an amazing job, right? The source on this one, John Ive, The Genius Behind Apple's Greatest Products by Leander Caney. That book I've not finished. I'm halfway through it. Really good book. Number three, design uniformity inspired by Parisian architecture. Jobs was captivated by architectural harmony of Paris, noting the consistent design elements that gave the city its unique identity. So think about this. Even a city can inspire you if you're paying attention. He aimed to emulate this uniformity in Apple's product lines, ensuring that each item reflected a cohesive and elegant design language. How awesome is that? Now, I haven't read this book, but Finding the Next Steve Jobs by Nolan Bushnell is where this is from. I thought that was a really, really good one. This one was new to me. I didn't know he got inspired by that. Number four, simplicity and user interface from Atari experience. Yes, he worked at Atari. He didn't know that when he was younger. During his tenure at Atari, Jobs learned the value of straightforward and intuitive user interfaces. Man, I wish that some of these companies out there would also take this to heart. Like, listen, we need to know that this is intuitive and it's super easy to use. Like, I'm just going to pick it up. Have you not picked up your iPhone? If you have one, and know how easy it is to use? It's like you've never used it before, but oh yeah, you picked up really quick. So think about that for you. Like, can people get a hold of you easily? Are you easy to work with? How about your website? How about everything that they see out there? Is it easy? And I can tell you, for me, when I was reading this, I'm like, damn, this is why we're redesigning our Why Realty website, because it's not as intuitive, right? He believed that products should be so user-friendly that they require no manuals, a principle that became a cornerstone in the development of Apple products. Yeah. Source, the innovators How a Group of Hackers, Geniuses, and Geeks Created the Digital Revolution by Walter Isaacson. I have this book. It's sitting on the floor to my left. I want to read that one. That one's a good book. Now, these examples illustrate how Jobs' diverse experience and observations across different domains significantly influenced his innovative approach at Apple. And this is what I want you to learn from this, right? Learn from everything. Be a learner, not just from when you're sitting down and learning, but when you're sitting down and living life. See what's happening around you and what you can apply to be better into your life. Have an awesome day, everyone. This episode was brought to you by brillianttribe.com.